moment.
That's right. So this one moment, the grand final, the top two. So these guys already guaranteed groups placement for ACL Melbourne. Very cool.
Yes.
So let's kick this into gear. Our first map will be Belshir Vestige for the final. This is double elimination, which means that if Petraeus does in fact take the first best of three, there will be a second best of three. But we'll come to that. Ninja could just straight up murder the nerd, so let's just wait and see. All right. In the top left here, having a nice big long break in the winner's bracket, this is fray'Ninja.
And his opponent, fresh off his win against Immunity's Light, it is fray'Petraeus.
Now, one thing I got to put into well, just sort of throw out there as a theory. Would you rather be the player that's been playing and then get straight into it, or would you rather be the player that waits?
Waits.
Yep.
Both are actually really frustrating, but yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'd want to be the player getting straight into it. I think waiting would make me sloppy, or just unfocus a bit. You get to ride the momentum. Like Petraeus would be on a pretty good winning high right now, like a sort of a. You want to just keep playing. You want to keep winning. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, you make a kind of good point there. It depends what kind of person you are. Like, I know someone like Mafia. He prefers to kind of just get it over and done with, kind of get straight into it.
Yeah.
But a lot of other players do like to take the time, regroup, kind of reset their mental state, and then go into it with a completely fresh mind, a bit more relaxed. So yeah, I guess it depends. It also depends who you're coming up against. I mean, if you just played a marathon lower bracket run, and you have to suddenly come up against Moonglade in the next game or something, you probably want a little bit of a break.
That's right. Recently, the 14 pull, 14 gas here from Ninja. A little bit old school. Petraeus going for the hatch first.
Yeah.
So, do you think that we're going to be seeing some bailing pressure here from Ninja? That's one of the things that you generally do with this build. Well, actually, that's a very early expansion after this. So it's not speeding expand, it's just...
this opener actually generally... It does lead into Jerrylings, and considering we have almost 800 viewers right now, I'll explain what Jerrylings are, just for those of you who aren't local to see. We had a player called Jerry, a Chinese player, I believe, and he used to do that thing where you make a bunch of links but you hide them, and then you go with just a mass amount, and it ended up being called Jerrylings. So if you hear us mention that, that's what we mean by that. But
this means a lot of upgraded links, or just a lot of links in general. Bring in the noise.
Yeah, but
you'll know when it happens.
Yeah, it generally signals towards that, because a lot of players, you'll get the pull and then you'll get the hatch and then you'll get the gas. But in this case, they'll just get speed. They'll chill for a moment, and then as soon as their injects pop, they'll start really pumping out those lings and then going for a huge attack towards their opponent's base. So that may well be what we see from the wonderful Mr. Ninja in this case.
Does look like some kind of Jerry all-in from Ninja. It really does. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, put it that way, with that opening. If he just transitions into a normal game, my brain will explode. Yeah, look, he's hiding links at the back.
Yeah.
Yep. This is cheekiness.
Will indeed be a bunch of speedlings at Ninja's doorstep. Now, the trick here is to not let it get scouted, and Petraeus can be quite slippery with his lings. He's covered them in oil so they don't get caught out. And they might just work their way into the main and actually find out what's going on.
The Baneling nest, though, for Petraeus. Oh, the link got into the main!
Yeah. He's going to see it.
Oh, is he? No, he doesn't!
Oh, he doesn't. I think he might know, though. Another tell is not having any drones at the natural, so it may be that I think he knows what's going on. He's got 8 lings on the way, the Baneling nest is finishing up, and hopefully for Petraeus, he will be in a good position to hold this off, because here comes a bunch of lings, 28 already on the field.
You know what, I'd rather be the guy with a bunch of Banes than the guy with a bunch of speedlings.
Yeah. But it all comes down to control. Petraeus is pretty damn good at his detonations.
Won't have speed, though. Oh, no, he does have speed.
Ooh. Needs to be really careful.
Yeah, pulling out some of these lings to defend against that. Does lose one Baneling. One is all he needs to connect with these lings. Does save the ones, just save that really hurt one at the front there. Bring it forward into the pack. A little bit of juking and jiving. And Ninja going all the way home? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's kind of realized at this point, oh, I can't really do anything here. I can't get in there. I'm just going to have to go home, go back to droning. And that's what he's done, is tried to sneak a few drones out. So he does have a 2-drone lead right now. But at the same time, Pet is coming with the counterattack, and he still has those banelings.
Exactly. Pet's going to have those banelings, and the banelings, like I said, Zeph, I want to be the guy with the banelings, not with the guy with the banelings. Oh my god! A huge connection down the ramp there.
It's huge. And
now Ninja. Yeah, that's it for Ninja. Sorry for our luck after game 1, guys, but that's just it. You lose that many speedlings in ZVZ, and the game is over.
Well, that just happened. That was really nice positioning from Petraeus, though. Really well planned out. Kind of sandwiching them between the Lings and the Banes. Oh, I bet that was a horrible feeling for Ninja.
Would have been very sticky indeed. Very sticky. Needs to shake it off, though. Needs to get that focus back. This is the finals. So, another game going out. If Petraeus wins the next game, we will go into that second best of 3, as I mentioned earlier. It's standard double elim rules. Drop some predictions in the chat, guys. Do you think Petraeus is going to come back and cause a second best of 3 here? Do you think Ninja is just going to take him back 2-1? I actually feel like Petraeus is my favorite. I feel like Petraeus is just stronger at ZVZ than most of the players in this bracket.
Yeah, since my favorite forfeit the rest of his games, I guess, if you're watching. Possibly Rossi as well. I don't even know if he turned up today, but either way.
I believe he did.
Yeah, I think he did actually, but he forfeited top 8 like a lot of the other guys have. But I think that Pet should take it to a second best of 3. That's my prediction. Simply because Pet is absolutely terrifying in ZVZ.
All right, that's meta, guys. Oh you.
It is currently 7:30 p.m. and we've been going since about 11:30 a.m.
11 for me.
Ah, yes, true. Time difference and stuff.
That's right. So the next map will be Daybreak. Enjoy some Daybreak while you can, guys. You shan't be seeing her for too much longer.
Yeah, for all Daybreak getting retired.
Yeah. It's going to get taken behind the shed and shot.
Yeah, and then turned into glue.
Going to turn Daybreak's feet into glue. Going to turn its skin into a coat.
Yeah.
And we're going to sell its blubber for perfume.
Something like that.
Yeah.
We are in the lobby, and we are just waiting for the go-aheads from the players. We have it. So we'll be getting started very shortly here in our Game 2 between Ninja and Petraeus.
That's right. Let's do it. Let's get it on.
Let's do it. Just fixing up colors. All right, there we go.
Colors very important to players. Apparently, we learned today.
Yeah. Had a few debates over who should be what color.
All right. Let's get into it, guys. In the top right here, currently down 1 game for a very fast game 1, in fact. This is fray'Ninja.
And he is up against his teammate, who got a very nice bane hit off in the last game. It is fray'Petraeus.
A master of the ZVZ from what I've seen. His ZVZs really just don't seem that close. He's a level above most of the ZVZs today. Of course, we didn't actually get to see any Pig games. Pig was in the bracket earlier.
Yeah, he surprisingly got knocked down by...
Surprising performance from Pig. By
Taigi.
Yeah, Taigi, sorry. And Fenna...
Was that... Yeah.
And Fenna 10 pulled and then 8 pulled Taigi, from memory.
Did Taigi knock Pig out, or did he knock him down? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. Was Fenner and Taigi in the lower bracket? I don't know. Guys, check out the bracket and challenge and help us out, because our brains are getting sore. So that'd be great.
Can't remember all the things tonight. And alright. So we don't have any early pulls once again on this map. This is one of those maps where we do tend to see a 10 pull come out every now and then, but both of these guys have been playing fairly safe so far in this series. And in fact, in their other ZVZ series as well.
Once again, Ninja going for the same build as last game. Actually, I think that's the 15 pull gasless, I believe. So it will be 15 pull into 16-ish hatch. So he hasn't taken the gas like last game. So that's actually a different build. And Petraeus going for hatch first, once again.
Yeah. I wonder how confident Ninja is against Petraeus, because they're both like super good Zergs, but Ninja, that sort of speedling all-in build is one of those things you do if you're kind of looking for a free win. It's a nice way to get an edge. And it can also definitely work out if you're kind of feeling like you're the player that's a little bit of an underdog in the matchup. Mm-hmm. It's quite often one of those builds that you'll see, but I don't know. I haven't seen these guys play each other for the longest time, if ever. I'm sure I've seen them play, but I just can't remember.
Yeah. Positive that we would have at some point.
Yeah.
We probably casted them together. Probably.
Indeed. We're just keeping it chill right now in this CVZ. Nothing crazy going on, just some buildings and gas.
When you go pull gasless expand, or when you go hatch first, both players generally don't want to kill each other early.
Yeah.
So that's the long and short of it, guys. So in the meantime, thank you very much to Plantronics Gamecom for being the major sponsor of ACL Pro for 2013. Sorry for all of you guys that have tuned in since the beginning of today. First of all, much love for being here all 7 and a bit hours. And second of all, sorry for repeating it all the time. But we really do need to show love to the people that put money into esports, because without them, it would not be possible. And a lot of love to Zeph as well for being the co-caster all day today.
Yeah.
I don't mind endurance casting, and I can see Zeph's getting a little bit hoarse.
Yeah, just a little bit. My throat goes a bit croaky, but I'm good. I actually don't mind, as long as generally when I'm casting with you or maybe Baldy, because it's the easiest casts, it really doesn't affect me. But if I'm casting with someone like I generally don't cast with, oh my gosh, it's so exhausting.
That's not too bad. I talk a lot.
Yeah, we both do. You can send us lots of love and feedback. I will. There you go, guys. Massive plug.
Oh,
please,
that is a huge plug.
If you have any comments, questions, feedback, whatever, we would really, really love to hear it. So please just let us know.
Considering we have a esports caster celebrity in the chat, Kaldor, if you'd like to let Zeph and I know how we're doing, that'd be great, because we want to improve. So if we suck, please let us know. We can take it. It's okay.
Superstar Kaldor. Yeah, I think the best advice really does come from the top sort of casters. I mean, I know you received some advice from Artosis, I believe it was.
I wanted to put that advice into a little glass box and surround it with lasers and an alarm system. So, yeah, it's very good. Very good. Nice denial here. Hold position on the links there. A neat little trick.
Great.
Getting it completely denied.
Denying information is the best thing you can do in ZVZ, particularly when you're doing some sneaky snake builds, perhaps a really fast lair, perhaps some sort of all-in. Really works out. To Asfa in the chat, no, it is not Incredible Miracle. I wish that was my team, but no, I am Team Immunity.
Like ST.
Yeah, old mate and ST, we go way back.
Yeah, just on a casual Friday night, bust out a bunch of ZVZs together.
Yeah, hang out with MVP on the weekends.
I actually did hang out with MVP on the weekends.
Shut up, go away. So unfair.
BlizzCon. Everyone needs to go at least once. BlizzCon is great. Advice number 1, between game overlay with webcams. Yeah, we didn't do our hair today, Kaldor.
Yeah, well, actually the overlays weren't set up for it either.
Yeah, no.
So, next time. I think we have had them in the past, actually, haven't we?
Yeah. For HGL, we had the webcams for sure, because that was like a big, someone else gave us that advice, and it was actually really good. So, definitely do webcams the next time.
Yeah, sure, you know that feel, Kaldor.
Yeah, poor guy. Must get really rough with all those luscious locks.
Alright, we've got some aggression coming across the map from Petraeus. He's got Banes with him too. Ninja also. I very much like this.
I don't know what these Banelings can do at this point. They're kind of, if there's a lot of lings, they can defend against a big ball of lings, but that's about it.
Yeah,
looks like they're going straight for the natural though. This is a good idea from Petraeus.
Yeah, real nice. Actually, swinging back in is going to try and clean up the lings. Maybe no, he's decided he is indeed going to go for the natural. He's having a scout in the main base at the same time. The spine unable to root.
Now these roaches. Good move here from Ninja.
Yeah. And took third. Yeah.
You don't actually see the Roach that much anymore in ZVZ. It used to be such a it's Ling Bane muted now, even with the spore change. So it's kind of cool to see Roaches again.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm watching intently. I wanna know what he's actually gonna do, because mutas are just so crazy difficult to go up against when you're not mutas yourself. So hopefully he knows how to make the infestors work. Of course, you do have to time your fungals a little bit more carefully because they're not instant anymore. They do good old projectiles.
True, yeah. It's extra range, but it's I guess it would be a nerf.
Yeah,
Let's say the Roach is coming back here. 9 the Ling harassment, getting into the natural a little bit.
Wow. These Lings are doing so much damage. They're picking up drones and Roaches and everything.
The Lings aren't even upgraded except for armor, so it's amazing that they're carrying apart Roaches.
Great moves going for the ones on the gas as well. And here come the mutas arriving at the front door. 9 workers killed so far. No third for Ninja, but a third for Petraeus. Can he get a fungal?
Ooh.
Not quite.
Petraeus probably isn't expecting infestors here, so he could be caught by surprise.
I think he might have scouted it when he came in with the Overseer. Yeah, he saw it, so he kind of knows what to expect.
Did you see the infestation pit or the infestors?
Yeah, he saw the infestation pit.
Okay. Because the pit doesn't mean infestors always.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Although I haven't seen many Zergs try and experiment too much with the Swarm Host in ZVZ. Yeah. At the begining, a little bit.
Yeah, and this Fire is sick again. Muta's getting into the main. Spore Crawler about to finish. It's going about Kamehameha, these Mutalisks. Look how much damage it does. Oh my god.
Oh, all the damage.
All the damage.
And now we're looking at a very Wings of Liberty-esque position where the Roach Infestor Zerg is stuck on 2 base and has to very slowly try and reach out and take that 3rd base against the Mutas.
Mutas just... These Spore Crawlers really are doing a great job against them. And Ninja going for Hydralisks, so trying to break out of the normal for ZVZ. Catch there on a couple of Mutas. Missed the major bunch there, but yeah.
Bit of a waste of a there.
That's the difference between the Wings of Liberty Infestor and the Hard Swarm one, so...
I think you'd have to go into a micro trainer and really practice that, because the mutas are just so much faster and the projectile has to travel, and it's I've seen Korean pros like Violet and stuff land some really amazing fungals where you just Koreans just have 5 milliseconds ping and they predict where the mutaball's going to be and land it and nail it. Pretty much.
But yeah, we're rocking Australian ping here, guys.
Yeah.
So.
No. Petraeus coming in for a huge attack. Ninja is out of position with his infestors and Roaches.
Oh yeah, this is bad. Getting into the natural as well, and now Ninja is forced into this 3rd, and Ninja is sort of attacking from a position where Petraeus would normally be attacking from. So
yeah, Petraeus has a sick concave set up too.
Yep. So if Fungle's going down, doing a decent job, double fungling those Roaches at the front there. The Muta's getting fungled at the front. Some Infested Terrans going down here. Bit of Wings of Liberty throwback here.
Will it be enough? It looks like it might just be enough to hold, but there's nothing to really answer for the mutas at the same time. All the anti-air's been taken out. He needs to drop some more infested Terrans, but he's losing all of these infestors. Oh no.
Goodness gracious.
We have 32 workers killed for Petraeus at this point. He has done such a great job at harming Ninja.
Yeah.
Ninja
you can actually
is struggling.
Yeah, you can see the worker count on the overlay, guys, for Game Heart in the bottom there. We can see 66 for Petraeus, 32 for Ninja. That's devastating.
Yeah. I'm not sure he can come back from this at all. He doesn't have the production, not the economy either, to be able to keep up with the amount of Roaches that Petraeus is just going to start throwing at him continuously.
Mm-hmm. It's really going to snowball very, very shortly.
Yep.
Not much you can do at this point, unfortunately, but let's wait and see. We can see that Petraeus is barreling forward with a superior army, superior numbers, and G from Ninja. Petraeus takes it to a 2nd best of 3.
Wow, what a nice way to actually finish off the night with a 2nd best of 3, getting the most out of the games.
All right, so we'll be getting into our 2nd best of 3 now. This is the one that decides, guys.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel after watching these ZVZs that Ninja will not be able to beat Petraeus? You will be forgiven if you do so, because I feel the same way. I feel like Petraeus is just going to clean the floor with this kid, basically. He's looking amazing. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to imagine this happening, unfortunately, for Ninja. I mean, if he does, I would call it an upset.
Yeah, Ninja's looking a little bit outclassed by Petraeus right now. Petraeus just seems to be a lot more refined, and that's really all that ZVZ comes down to. I mean, it gets to a point where you can't even really practice it anymore. You just have to know what to do and when, and be decent with your control. It's a really tricky matchup. I suppose that's kind of the similar thing for all mirrors, however.
Yeah, it's true. Guys, we saw a request for the Twitters in the list there. It's we are at MaynardSC2 and at IM_Zeph. Of course, more importantly, please follow at ACL Pro, show them some love. Also, head to the website of Plantronics Gamecom and thank them. Emails to thank them for a change. Let them know they're doing a great job and helping esports.
Yeah, that's the one, guys.
Yeah. It's actually, that email is going to be a nice refreshment for an esports sponsor. So please, keep it up.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the copy and paste, Jeremy, as well. Appreciate that. We've gotten a lot of love from the chat tonight, guys.
Yeah, it's been really appreciated.
We've said it a million times, but
my heart is warm with love.
Yes.
That's how I can feel it's real.
Indeed. We're getting the next game organized. It is going to start off on Belshire Vestige.
Let's do it.
Just got to load up that game hut and...
Yep, double lobby action.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. Ninja GLHFing in the lobbies. Poor guys too used to real maps. Oh, not real maps, but the standard custom.
Yeah, indeed. Cool. So, worth mentioning also, I believe Mr. Maynard is going to join us for this. There's going to be a Barcraft in Sydney very soon.
There is.
You should all fly from wherever you are in the world or this country to come and hang out at the best Barcraft that there is in the universe.
The biggest Barcraft in the world, I believe it has been named, due to patron numbers. It is at the, I think, that Paramore in Sydney. Is that what it's called?
Paragon.
Paragon, sorry. Paramore,
Yeah.
that silly band. Paragon Hotel in Sydney. Head on down, guys. Not next weekend, the weekend after, on Saturday night. That will be the same night as WCS Korea Finals, otherwise known as the Code S Finals. We played down there. And enjoy having a beer with everyone while you see Innovation 4.0, some nerd.
Yeah, come say hi. Hang out with some cool nerds, make new friends, and then stay forever.
Yep. If you see a guy with dreadlocks there, that is me. Come and say hello. Please give me a hug. Tell me that you enjoy StarCraft, you had a good time, and we'll become new friends.
Absolutely. We are in our second best of 3 for the finals of tonight. And down here in the bottom right-hand corner, it is the Blue Zerg, Frenetic Arrays Ninja.
And in the top left, sporting the yellow, my favorite color when I play Zerg, this is Frenetic Arrays Petraeus, who I feel is probably going to 2-0 one more time. I really hope he doesn't. I want more games. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
So.
Maximum games, always.
Maximum games, always. Exactly.
Very nice. GSL Finals is on your birthday. Well, happy birthday for then. No, speaking to Chickachuck Wally in...
Chickachuck Wally. Nice. That's a sign, man.
Yeah.
You should be going to Barcraft.
Mm-hmm. And because it's your birthday, you don't even have to buy drinks. People should buy you
get free drinks. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah. I'll buy you a drink. Come say hi. It'll be fun.
2 drinks and you're a nerd. That means you're finished. That's it.
Pretty much.
All right. So both players looking like they're gearing into that macro territory. Nothing crazy yet in the early game. Not much else to say otherwise.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen... I guess we've only seen 2 games from these guys so far, but we haven't seen like an early pull. And I think if we see an early pull, it'll come out of Petraeus rather than Ninja.
Yeah. He's he's one to cheese every now and then. I feel like Ninja isn't really a cheeser, not in ZVZ anyway. I think he's more of a... I've seen him do crazy stuff against Terrans. Which most Zergs do. At least once or twice. Come on. Everyone, all the Zergs in the chat, all you Zergs in the chat, they're like, no, I always play Macro against Tank. Come on, guys. Once or twice, you've 10 pulled. Be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Ninja's one of those guys that seems to kind of do the same general thing every game, but he's really good at it. And that's what made him become one of the best Zergs that we have, because he was just so refined in his ZVZ play. But ZVZ's taken a little bit of a change recently. I know Ninja, at least he used to be, it wasn't so much towards the end of Wings of Liberty. He used to be a Roach Infestor player. And,
yeah. All my Zergs were at some point. The Roach Infestor into Roach Hydra Infestor.
Yeah, Pig was another one of those players. Very well known for that sort of play. And it's interesting to see him try that out in Heart of the Swarm in that last game. So
I really loved that. I mean, even though he lost, it looked viable. Like, all he needed was some better fungals.
Yeah.
Well, not just better fungals, but there was actually... He had a better early damage as well from memory, so stuff like that.
Yeah, true. Well, it all started when he kind of had that kerfuffle, for lack of a better word.
A bit of a whoopsie-daisy.
Yeah, he couldn't burrow the spine, lost his third, and then there were lings everywhere, and things kind of went downhill from there. But you're absolutely right. Like, I still think it can be done. I saw players messing around with stuff like Hydra Infestor as well early on in HOTS, but it didn't really work out. And so I'm kind of hoping for one of those people that's just really ballsy with their play and just like, by the way, guys, you don't have to go mutas anymore, and then the whole metagame for ZVZ changes.
That's right. So guys, just some questions there about ACL Melbourne. So people have a lot of questions about ACL Melbourne. In fact, I'm sure the details will be released very, 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 very soon. And as an insider, I do know this. It's not very far away at all. Within the week, in fact. And with ACL Melbourne, it will just be me casting. I'm the primary caster for ACL Melbourne. Zeph likely will not be there, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. But there will be lots of players there to cast with me. I know that Death's put his hand up as to be a co-caster. Death is local of Melbourne. And, of course, Argus as well. Always loves to cast together.
Yeah, that's the really cool thing, actually, about our Australian LAN tournaments. Most of the time, it's players casting with
me.
with me. No, that's basically it. So you actually get a lot of different casters, a lot of different flavors, great insight into the game as well, just from the different players, Terrans, Zergs, Protoss alike. It's pretty cool.
And the players are so smart. As long as they have a personality, they just make incredible analytical casters. It's really, really quite good. T-Gun as well is an amazing analytical caster.
Yeah. T-Gun's one to cast, but I definitely have to say, wow.
Yeah. The hit there.
I lost my train of thought because I really are. I was going to say, I guess is probably my favorite player to listen to.
As a caster, yeah. He's just so cool. I really like him.
He's hilarious.
And I think for the grand finale in ACL Sydney, considering that's Steph's hometown, I do believe Shulmerzi and Down will be casting together for the finale at least.
Yeah.
Surely, Zeph. You would not dog a brother.
I would not. Unless I'm like hospitalized, and even then I'll like I'll get him to wheel me in, like hooked up to an oxygen machine or something.
That's right. Will you in? The wheelchair nerd.
Nice bandling pickoffs there, and we've got both Layers and Spires coming up already, plus a bunch of links. We're going into a very standard Mutaling versus Mutaling scenario yet again.
One more time. Speaking of one more time, have you heard the new Daft Punk album?
I've heard bits of it, not the whole thing. I've just kind of listened to a track here and there.
How do you feel?
I actually quite like it. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, I like it. I like chill. It's good. All these banglings. Oh my god!
Oh, so bad. Oh no, it's gonna get sandwiched. Okay, good.
Oh god. Bangling. It's too much. It's too much. That can handle it.
We're gonna end up with heart problems after this.
I'm gonna be dead before my 30s with stuff like this. Oh god. Anyway, back to it. You can see that Petraeus is sending a big Ling contingent into the main. In fact.
Yeah, indeed he is. And the reinforcements actually pop out, but ignore those links, so he's going to lose a queen as a result, and perhaps some drones, which is not so great for Ninja. But he seems to have fended the rest of the links off quite nicely. Both players still have their third bases intact.
Oh, I think we had some hidden units here on the top of the main.
Oh.
Did catch them there.
Yes.
Oh, not that one.
And he will get taken down. No damage done there. Nice catch by Ninja. Making sure he covers all his bases.
Very nice. Muta's out now for Ninja. Heading across the map. Petraeus now, yep, he has his own mutas as well.
This is where it gets super sticky and no one wants to engage each other. It is 11 mutas to 8 in Ninja's favor, but he has to group all his ninjas. All his mutas up.
Oh, Zeph, you're adorable. Never change. So the link it is of Ninja trying to find somewhere to be useful. They really, I mean, as time goes on, I think players are going to get more and more afraid of the spore crawler.
Yeah.
Not really afraid of the spore crawler yet, and I really think they should be.
Is this a bug or a thing? Like the Carapace upgrade for the Spire for Ninja isn't moving on the production tab. Is that the same for you, or is it just for me?
Sorry, with the...
Okay, I think it was just me. The Carapace upgrade on the production tab for Ninja, it wasn't moving. It was just like an icon, so I was kind of confused with that. But yeah, never mind.
That's weird. Well, we'll jot it down in our bug report because we're both programmers, and we'll email them down to RT Shutter. It's the Game Heart fellow. Show him some love, guys. RT Shutter. Massive shout out to Game Heart for being amazing with their overlays. As I mentioned in chat way earlier today, single developers doing improvements and just out of passion for no money whatsoever are the people that made Brood War what it is. It wasn't all Blizzard. Blizzard sure they made the game, sure they made the units, they made the balance, but the community are the ones who made the maps. They are the ones who made the Icy Cup, and that is what made the game what it was. So, massive love to the Game Heart fellow.
Indeed, he was in here before. Not sure if he's still around. Oh, these Banelings get some nice hits off. We do have even amounts of meters.
Yeah, it's going to be careful.
Tense moment. Ninja is a little bit behind on the upgrades in this case, so he needs to just be a little bit more careful when he engages Petraeus to make sure that he's not behind.
So be careful here. Pretty much equal workers, 66 over 62, quite even. Spore's going down for Ninja. Smart decision. Petraeus taking a quick fourth hatchery. Well, not a very quick fourth hatchery, but just a bold fourth hatchery at this time of the game. I feel like expanding right now is, it's a good idea, but it's very dangerous.
Yeah, expanding pretty much at any time in Ling Muta versus Ling Muta is really hard. The amount of times you actually get to keep the base is really very small.
Yeah, that's right. And it looks like Ninja's going to go for an expansion as well in the symmetrical position. And, wow, Petraeus is sending a huge contingent in that direction. Nope, decided against it.
Yeah, I really like how
Link's there, though.
Yeah, he's prepared for it. It's like, well, whatever, I'm ready for that. And by doing that, he's keeping Ninja off his back. Got
the cancel there.
Yeah.
Nice moves. Petraeus sending into the natural. He will get cleaned up for those Lings. I think denying that hatchery is a really, really good move considering he's getting his up largely uncontested. A very, very good move indeed.
Yep. Oh. This will be a really bad engagement for Ninja. He cannot take that. The +1 for Petraeus just finished. Oh, no.
Here we go. Huge clash here. A Muta headbutt right in the middle. This is like Rich headbutt in Wings of Liberty, but this is Heart of the Swarm, guys.
Oh, no. Numbers for Ninja plummeting 20 to 26. That's that upgrade kicking in. And in fact, Petraeus had something like 32 mutas to the 26 or so of Ninja in that case. So that went really badly for Ninja.
Yeah, it doesn't have that +1 attack. Will have +2 Carapace, but not for another. He's only got half the upgrade done. So. Yeah,
he's got to play catch up now, and that's really hard to do. Petraeus has his 4th base up, and Ninja is not going to be able to get his own up.
No way that's getting up. And this is the thing, you can't expand now.
Yeah.
It's just too hard.
This is the horrible thing about Muta versus Muta. It's once you're behind, it is a very long and hard road to come back in the game. But mind you, it is the first game in the second best of 3. All is not lost if he is out of it at this stage, but it's going to be really tough to come back.
That's right. Huge attack here on the 4th of Petraeus. Ninja really needs to kill this.
Will he be able to get it? It needs this. He's going to get the cancel on Ninjas.
Yep, does get that Ninja's hatchery gets cancelled one more time, and he didn't even kill the hatchery of Petraeus. Ninja is in a terrible position.
There are lings going everywhere into the third, looking for a fourth, chasing the rest of the lings, and the mutas take another unfavorable engagement, 25 meters to 39 in Petraeus' favor. He is just going crazy with this mutable.
Oh my goodness gracious me, Zeph. I'm trying to imagine a way for Ninja to make this work. Spores, yes, but how does one put spores on a hatchery that is not complete, Zeph?
True, and you need a spit creep with the overlords, but that's not going to live long enough to really work out. So he is going for the infestors, and that's probably the best move you can hope for right now. Will it work? That's a different question.
I heard stories of nuclear bombs hitting things at ground zero of a nuke. I think everything actually evaporates into particles. And I feel like that's what will happen to any overlord in front of Petraeus' mutaswarm.
Much.
I don't see them lasting too long at all. Another hatchery denied here.
And more lings running around everywhere. It's so hard to keep up with everything. Huge credit to Infeza for being able to catch all the action.
Oh, infestors are out for Ninja. This is a desperation move from Ninja to have these infestors out. It is a good option, though. If he gets a good... this is the only way he can come back here, is to be able to take out all the mutas at once with a bunch of money chain fungals.
Oh my gosh, that is what 50 mutas looks like, ladies and gentlemen. The infestors were forced to use fungals on the lings. There's no more out just yet. He needs the next four to pop. This is such a tense situation. He's just got to wait for those infestors to pop, and then he can get huge fungals. Can he do it right now?
Oh, one fungal going down. Another big fungal there, but he just doesn't have enough to chain them. He's done enough damage. Has he done enough for the mutas to pull through? I don't think so, Zeph. It's just too many.
Right, perhaps he needs to pull back into his natural and wait for the next three infestors to pop. No, he calls.
No. Petraeus taking the first game of the second best of three.
Oh, can this guy be stopped? I don't think so.
Can he be stopped? He is one game away from winning the finals. Ninja needs to win the next two games in a row to win. I still feel like I predicted a couple games ago that I think that Petraeus is just going to 2-0 here.
Yeah, wow, 1,000 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Oh, holy crap. Didn't even know. Thank you, guys.
Make sure you give our players some love as well if you're enjoying these games. It's at fray'Petraeus and at fray'Ninja, all one word.
That's right. It's all about the players, guys.
Yes.
I don't think they have a Facebook, but yeah. Muchas gracias to all of my homies tuning in today. Do appreciate. Steph and I are very, very happy. I don't think we've had this many viewers for a cast before.
Not for ACL, I don't think.
No.
Not the online rounds, at least. I think the last LAN got pretty good viewers. Around
yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Do not matter. It's all good. We'll be going to game number 2 pretty shortly, guys. Looks like Daybreak will be the map.
We are getting a little bit of robot voice out of you. I don't know if it's out of me as well, but please let us know if it continues. It's kind of in and out, so it's fixing itself, but...
de nada, con mucho gusto. Bueno. All right. Pour myself another glass of wine, Zeph.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I wish I had glasses of wine.
This is a wine that you can only get in South Australia as well. Or you can buy it in restaurants in the East Coast, but for like $200. This wine is so good.
I only just recently started liking wine, and even then only red wine. I still don't like white wine.
No, it's true. Actually, I was completely the same as you when I was your age. When I was your age back in the I only started liking wine around then as well. So, you're in for a good ride. Wine is one of those things that when you start to appreciate it, you have that extra joy in your life.
My parents are quite fond of the wine. They order some in from the internet occasionally from their favorite place. Yeah, it's pretty good. I am 20 years old.
GG. You wine there from Baldy. Yeah, well, your music taste. It's up.
Oh, snap.
Snap. Fire me, bro. Fire me IRL. All right, so we're gearing up in the lobby here in the Game Heart lobby. Players getting their preferred colors here. Ninja 1 game away from elimination. Petraeus 1 game away from glory. Let's get it on.
It's all for points.
I'll fight Caldor IRL. YOLO. Alright. In the top right here. In a bit of a tough spot. Needs to win the next 2 games. This is fray'Ninja.
And his opponent looking really, really scary this entire tournament, especially in these last few games. It is fray'Petraeus.
Can he be stopped? Does the Petraeus train have any stops, Zeph, or is it express to victory? That's the question.
I don't know. We'll have to see if Ninja has some tricks up his sleeve. Maybe he'll break the rails in half or something. I'm not sure. This is a really tough match for him. Petraeus is just doing so well, but I'm sure he won't be disappointed if he loses because it is to his teammate, and it is all for points. There is actually no money on the line for this, guys. It is a qualifier for ACL LAN, which is going to be held in Melbourne. When? I am not sure.
August-ish.
August?
Exact dates to be announced next week, I believe.
Very
Keep an eye on se2c.com. Keep an eye on Twitter at ACL Pro. Follow their commandant, their leader, their CEO, ACL Vanza. He's the fellow that will also be letting you know as soon as we announce it. Everyone will be talking about it in Australia, so don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah.
You will not miss it. Trust me.
Indeed.
So Ninja, this kid, he's had such a great career so far, being the only Australian to make it so far deep at IEM Singapore, making it all the way over to Singapore, and also making it to the group stages. So
yeah, it's don't let these games define your image of Ninja. He's actually a really sick player. He's just kind of met his match in the final round here. But he indeed did go to Singapore and did quite well.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. And IEM Singapore was one of the most exciting IEMs for me for the finals, the Grubby and Sting finals.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sick. Grubby's run. I was on the Grubby bandwagon, man. Especially after that best of 5 against MC, where they went Mass Phoenix against Mass Phoenix.
Oh my gosh,
and I was just like, I picked up my desk and flipped it and threw it through the window. I was just so excited. And then had to watch it on the laptop because my computer was out on the lawn.
Yeah, I was like sitting there watching my screen with my mouth open, like a really dumb expression. I was just so absorbed. I was like, this is happening. This is a real life game.
Sickest PvP ever.
Yeah. Alright, so what have we got going on? It doesn't look like we have all that much happening just yet.
Both players, I don't want to say respecting each other, but just going for their preferred openers here. Both players are feeling comfortable to be able to macro against each other. Of course, if they were up against Fenner, it might be a different story.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if Ninja might just go out on a limb and try something wacky to try and catch Petraeus off guard, because I mean,
totally. Petraeus keeps hatch firsting, and I'd go for 10-pull or 9-pull or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't be expecting that. And the other thing is that we've seen Ninja do like the same thing every match, and it really hasn't worked out. I mean, he did the Roach thing one match, but that didn't work out. And then his standard play hasn't really helped either. So, I don't know, but do you go for a 10-pull if your first all-in didn't work with the speedlings?
I guess not.
Yeah. It seems pretty... It all comes down to micro and decision-making. I don't know if Petraeus has him on that front as well in terms of micro. It's kind of hard to tell, but...
Yeah, absolutely.
Either way, he probably just wants to play safe, not throw out a 10-pull in the game that might determine whether or not he comes first or second.
You'd probably rather lose in a game where you get a chance to shine, rather than a game where you just die to craziness like Tagi did.
Yeah, good point.
Tagi didn't even get to expand.
He didn't. Well, he did, but then it got brutally taken away from him, unfortunately. So we've got a very fast layer coming up for Ninja.
Yep.
Well, actually, not super fast, not Fenner fast. Before, like around like 5 minutes 30, was getting that layer, but yeah, about a 6-minute layer. And Petraeus is just keeping it chill for the moment. He's not going for his layer just yet. Perhaps he might go for some more Ling. Yeah, okay, there we go. Bunch of Lings coming out.
Many Ling. Yes, he does. Ninja does have Baneling defense, so should be okay. Petraeus has brought any Banes with it. Oh no, he does have a couple Banes more if you're on the round, excuse me.
Those are actually really smart to keep at home to make. Oh, Drones, you have to be so careful. What are you doing? Okay.
Drones, go home, you're drunk.
Yeah, that was a tense moment for those little drones. Nice.
One Baneling against up there. Yeah, good usage of the Queens here. A couple more Banelings heading through though. Actually, I would have actually just killed the Queens with the Banelings. If you could have.
True. And then. Oh my god! Oh wow! How did he fight that?
Still the main set. And GG.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
And lag at the end of the game. My god. That's it. That's it, guys. Petraeus 2-0-2-0. 4-0 on Ninja. That's a oh god. Amazing run for Petraeus. Such an amazing player in ZVZ.